Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So there are two main pathways for the people who are applying for a work permit from outside Canada. Okay, so and these are closed work permits. Okay, so one is international mobility pathway, international mobility program, and the other one is the temporary foreign worker program. Okay, so these are the two pathways. For temporary foreign worker program, you need an LMIA. For international mobility program, you don't need an LMIA. So this is the main difference. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to share what are the LMIA exempt pathways, occupations, situations. What are the LMIA exempt situations? Okay, so first of all, there are a few international agreements. Okay, mainly if we talk about these international agreements, one international agreement is NAFTA, NAFTA. This is the North American Free Trade Agreement. The other one is Canada-Chile, Canada-Peru, Canada-Colombia, Canada-Korea FTA. Okay, then the third one is CETA, which is also famous, Canada-European Union Trade Agreement. So under LMIA exemption, the major category was this one, international agreements. The second one is Canadian interests. Okay, so these are the two major categories. Other categories of LMIA exemption, LMIA exemption are very, very, very few. Okay, so Canadian interest, the LMIA exemption is for unique work situations. Okay, airline professionals, interns with international organizations under the Foreign Mission and International Organization Act, rail grinder operators, experts on a mission working for a United Nations office, foreign physicians coming to work in Quebec, and Caribbean agricultural liaisons officers. So these are the specific requirements. Fishing guides for Canadian lakes, foreign camp owners, foreign freelance race jockeys. These are also the self-employed unique work situation. Then there are intra-company transferee unique work situation for airline personnels as well. Okay, then there are emergency repair for out of warranty equipment, television and film production workers, rural and northern immigration pilot, francophone mobility, and live-in caregivers whose permanent resident application is under process. So these are a few Canadian interest LMIA exemption. Okay, and also if you are through the Yukon community pilot, startup business class, certain Quebec selection certificate, caregiver under the HCCP or HSWP or bridge in open work permit, then you are LMIA exempt as well. Okay, so these are the Canadian interest exemption of LMIA. Then the next small category is permanent residence applicants in Canada. So if you're, it is applicable to spouse, common law partner in Canada class, protected person class, and family members of the above. Okay, then there are vulnerable workers, family members of vulnerable workers. Then there are humanitarian reasons, very small, destitute students who are unable to pay their fee, holders of a temporary resident work permit valid for maximum 6 months. So these are the international mobility pathway LMIA exemptions. And you know that if I am a sales manager in a multinational company working in Pakistan, I don't fall into any of these. If I'm a lawyer working in Pakistan, if I'm a doctor working in Pakistan, I don't fall into any of these categories, right? So international mobility pathway, it is mainly, the LMIA exemption is mainly for the people who are going through intra-company transfers. Okay, this is the main, let's be honest about it, right? How long can we fake this? So intra-company transferees, this is what IMP is more suitable for. Okay, so let's close this video with these words that international mobility pathway, the 2-week promise, this is LMIA exemption. Okay, and not everybody is qualified for it. Okay, so with these words, this is Ali Iftikhar, and I'm hoping great things are coming your way.